In the onPressed, we are gonna have to create an asynchronous function. Now we need to create a function which is going to show a pop-up when we click on the Add Expense button, which then add the data given by the user, that is the name of the expense and its amount, to the Firestore database. To do that, I'm gonna head over to the view model file and write a comment database so that we can keep the code organized. I'm gonna create a future function called add expense now. It's gonna accept a build context. The alert box will have two text form fields and also a key to check if the fields are empty or not. I'm gonna start by creating a variable form key and inside it write global key and form state within angle brackets. Next, let's create a text editing controller called controller name, which will be used for controlling the name of the expense. Call the text editing controller here, and as you might have noticed, we are not typing use text editing controller because we are not inside a class which has an extension of hook consumer widget. The next text editing controller will be called controller amount, and it's gonna handle the amount of the expense. We're gonna return a show dialog widget, pass the context, and in the builder property, we are going to create a function which accepts a build context and it's gonna return an alert dialog widget. Let's set the actions alignment to main axis alignment dot center, content padding to edge insets dot all with a value of 32.0. The shape of the pop-up will be rounded rectangle border, and let's set the border radius to border radius circular with a value of 10.0. Now in the title property, we are gonna have a row with two text inputs, but they will be inside the form widget so that we can validate the text if it's empty or not from the save button. So I'm gonna start with the form widget, and in the key I'm gonna pass the form key. In the child property, I'm gonna have a row and set its main axis alignment to main axis alignment dot space between. In the children property, we need a text form field, but since we are gonna be using text form fields with some extra widgets 4 times, it's better for us to create a custom widget for it. To do that, let's go to the components file